you ever have that guest that you're like, oh, how do I get them out of my house, gently. I don't want to be mean. I love this person, but they're kind of hovering and lingering a while. How do I get them out? You don't want to be that person, and you don't know how to deal with people like that, and it's embarrassing for both people if you have to be like, all right, I'm going to bed now. Good night, You don't want people to be sick of your presence and grateful and taking a sigh of relief that you finally left. It's been fun. I'll catch you next time. And they know they're going to catch up with you next time because you have managed your time in your social circle a lot better and you have more time for the people in it. It's a win-win for everyone involved. So I highly, highly recommend, if you're not already doing it and if you live close enough to your friends, master the art of the 30-minute hang.
Okay.
Depending on if you're available.
I would want to make it quick, but yeah.
That is a good segue.
Yeah.
Into our first topic.
Oh my god, it is a good... This is one of my favorite things, actually. The art of a 30-minute hang.
Yes.
And when you do it this way, it doesn't drain your social battery. And it also is easier on the person who you are socializing with because they don't need to come up with a meal or some kind of entertainment for, having you over.
Yes.
Or like 30 to an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of like 30.
Yeah, like 27 to 34.
Yeah.
Approximately, give or take. But it wasn't always that way.
No.
It wasn't always that way. I remember thinking, like, I will never get to hang out with you outside of the gym because we either would hang out for, like, 6 hours and, like, make a day of it, or we would not see each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, this girl doesn't know how to just, like, kick it and just, like, chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
And me and you started doing that.
It was your life a lot. Like, your life
I think it was more of, like, because our interactions were longer, then I almost had in my head that that's how they had to be, and I didn't realize that, like, oh, I can just suggest a quick hang.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, most of us have a social battery of maybe 2 engagements a week, and that's about all we can handle. But those engagements may end up taking, say, 4 or 5 hours each. So let's say that you have about a 10-hour max on your social engagements for the week before you just can't do it anymore. And you can spend that on 2 people, like I said, or if you can master the art of the 30-minute hangout, you could see in 6 hours, you could see 12 different people. You don't have 12 different people that you need to catch up with. If you caught up with 6 people, you'd still have half of that time available to you to do something else in your life other than draining your social battery. And it lets other people feel much more connected to you. Your connections feel so much richer because everybody's caught up on a more consistent basis. If you think about the people in your social media feed that you haven't seen maybe since high school, but they post a lot. So you've got to see their wedding, you got to see their kids, you got to see every milestone, and you feel like, oh, I'm caught up in this person's life because I was able to just see it through their posts. It's kind of like that, but in real life.
Yeah, pretty early on, I would just come over after you would get off work and we would hang out for like 30, 45 minutes. Because it was like pretty quick. I would just come over and we would just hang out and just talk about whatever. And then I would go home. And
it's so nice to just have, like, knowing that you can have that at the end of the day to look forward to when you're, like, driving home. Or, I mean, I don't drive home, but I'm like, oh, I have so many things that happened today. Like, that I just want to bitch about.
Yeah.
And get off my
Yeah,
chest.
same.
Yeah, it's such a good decompression to just sit, yap for a little bit, garden, maybe take a little neighborhood walk, like, and then you are just like, I'm so relaxed.
The walk has been a good addition.
Yeah. Same, because I don't always go on a walk by myself, and it's nice when you have, like, people to go with.
It distracts you from, like, the fact that you're walking.
Yeah.
It's fun.
My friend Megan was really good at this huge networking thing where we all knew about each other because she would see us all so frequently that we started, like, being caught up in the lives of the other people in her life. And when we would all get together, it was like we all knew each other. It was this wonderful thing. And it ended up being, like, just a really really good networking tool on top of everything else.
But I've even been doing it, like, because at first I was like, okay, I feel comfortable doing that with you guys because I know you get it. And now I'm like, why not just, like, suggest that
Mm-hmm.
when you're, like, doing something.
Hangouts.
Like, suggest your time. Mm-hmm. I texted my family because they wanted to get together. And I was like, I really want to get together with you guys, but, like, can we put, like, a time frame on it? Because I feel like otherwise it will last longer than I want it to, basically. I said it nicer than that, but... And no one responded to me. Yeah. I don't know if that's all they're into. Like, I think that they are fine with it. I think they maybe just were, like, caught off guard.
Mm-hmm. It's a new concept. So they're like, oh, as soon as I think about it, yeah. Like, if you wanted to put a cap on it, say you want to get together at 2 and be done by 4. Like, that's not really a bad thing.
It takes the pressure off for everyone.
Yeah.
It does.
Like, it's not just me. I know that. Because I know they are like me, and they're like, I want to go, but, like, I also want to do this, and if I go, then I can't do this. Yeah. And it's like, no, you can actually do both.
Yeah,
exactly. I feel like that would solve, like, a lot of people's friendship problem of, like, oh, I don't have time for friends because...
Like, it doesn't have to be...
a whole production.
Yeah.
That's what we always say.
I mean, we are lucky. Sorry.
That we live close. But, I was also going to say, doing, like, errands and stuff together.
Yeah, that's a good time
a very good one to implement.
Because, like, you've got to do that stuff anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody has to get groceries.
Doing it together makes it, like, gardening a little.
Groceries, prescriptions. Yeah. Like, all that kind of...
Freaking Facebook Marketplace shit.
Yeah.
House stuff, going to, like, home improvement stores.
Home Depot.
Oh my gosh, I've been to Menards. And
love you guys.
Love you.
And it really it really does make your social circle a lot richer and a lot more intimate if you can just hang out with people for 30 minutes or 40 minutes and then call it a day and catch up with them next time. Frequent, small amounts. It's been fun. I'll catch you next time. And they know they're going to catch up with you next time because you have managed your time in your social circle a lot better and you have more time for the people in it. It's a win-win for everyone involved. So I highly, highly recommend, if you're not already doing it, and if you live close enough to your friends, master the art of the 30-minute hang. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.